Hello there, welcome to episode 10 of Let's Play 3 random PC Engine games, where, as I'm sure you already know by now, I play 3 random PC Engine games selected using the Wheel of Names. So let's spin the Wheel of Names and find out which random game I'm going to be playing first. And first up this time is Hany on the Road, which I did own the PC Engine Who card of at one point, I think. But I never really played it, and then I sold it again, as happens a lot with things that I buy lots of and then decide not to actually keep. Oh, this is pixely, isn't it? What is going on here? There's a little sort of plinky plonky sound in the background. It's gradually drawing the picture on the screen, and yeah, that's all in Japanese after all that. It says face underneath it. Oh, we've got a introductory cutscene. This is the character Hany, and as I said, I am vaguely familiar with this. He can only be described as looking a little bit like a gold condom with legs. So yeah, and he's got a little friend who's a silver condom with legs as well, it would appear. This is all in Japanese, so let's skip this and move on to the game. So a very basic title screen. As you can see, it was released in 1990 by Face and designed by Arc. And you've got the choice of Hany only, Hany and Lemon, so that's a two-player game, and also continue mode. So let's just press Hany only and see what happens. Okay, so we've got kind of an overworld map, so it looks like you've got branching paths after a couple of stages, and then they converge again, and there's different kinds of creatures on them. So let's just get going, shall we? Is it going to start then? Oh, I have to press a button again. Oh, okay, so I'm Hany and I'm on the road, and you can move up and down on these platforms, it would appear, and there's things to collect, and they're moving at different speeds. There's potions to collect. Let's see what the buttons do. Okay, so one button jumps and the other one does a backflip. Is that an attack? I don't know. Let's not risk it at this point. So some interesting graphics. Yeah, so you don't press a button to move up and down on these levels, you just press up and down on the pad. You can move backwards and forwards within the space, but they are scrolling at different speeds. You can see the bottom one's scrolling really fast. Ooh, jump over that gap there. Whereas some of the others are slower. Oh, I died. So was that a... Okay, right, so that is a hit. It's like a kick. It's not very easy to do, so it's probably easier to avoid and jump if possible. So it says at the top there 2k, so oh, okay, that's it, it's finished. That was the first level over. So I lost a life, and now I've moved on to the next level, which you have to press the button twice to move. Oh, okay, so this time they're not scrolling automatically, they're scrolling... Oh, I've lost another life. They're scrolling just when I walk instead. So that probably makes it easier. I feel like this should have been what you got to begin with without the auto scrolling. There we go. So interesting game. Don't think I've ever played a game like this before, so that's new. Graphics are... Oh, and I've got hit again. Oh, so there's a time bonus of some description there. Oh, and I'm dead. And that's game over. Well, that didn't last long, did it? Okay, I think I should probably continue there. So let's just press the continue. Hopefully I continue. No, it's just starting right at the beginning again. Okay, let's give it another go. Yeah, that didn't last very long. So yeah, I was just saying, graphics reasonably good. I mean, they're nothing special for the PC Engine, but they're quite colourful, although there's a lot of beige. And the enemies look quite good. Your character is a bit naff looking, like I said. It does vaguely resemble a golden condom, which is a little bit of a strange... I wonder if he's supposed to be a ghost or something, because he's got very sort of ghosty eyes. And there's some jolly enough music in the background, some pretty simple sound effects. It's nothing special so far, but it's definitely an interesting game idea. Not oh, that was naughty. They all changed direction. I'm going to get hit again if I'm not careful. It's quite difficult right from the start. It's probably better just to stay on one. Yeah, so you definitely can kick the enemies if you time it right. But yeah, it's probably better just to stay on one level, one line, unless you're really in trouble, rather than skipping between them. Obviously, there is the ability to get more stuff if you... Oh, there you go. I've completed that. Again, just by losing one life. Let's see if I can get a bit further in the second one this time. There's not a lot on this map screen, is there, on this overworld thing, or route plan, or whatever you want to call it. There's a lot of just empty space there. Looks a bit cheap. Yeah, okay, so... Oh, see, that's annoying. I've basically hit him then, but he kind of did. I didn't hit him, so I've lost another life there. But you can definitely take this one at a slower pace. You just got to time those hits just right. It would probably be better if it was a little bit further back on the screen when it scrolls, because if you're going quite quickly, you can run into something before you've got a chance to do anything about it. There is a time limit, but I don't think I've got too much to worry about at this point, because especially now, because I can just top up my time by a minute there. So yeah, definitely taking it slower at times is going to be easy. I've got to jump over that though. Nearly there, I think. Oh, that could have been dicey, but I've got away with it. Move up to that top one. It must be nearly at the end now. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that's finished the second level. Bit better progress that time around. Okay, so I've now got a choice of two. There's something pink and yellow there, or something brown. So let's go for the brown one. Okay, so it looks like there's going to be lava asteroids or something. There's danger. There's I don't know what's going on. Oh, okay. Yeah, so you now these things are coming crashing down, so you've got to watch out where they land, and also they make the ground ooh a bit. Ooh, my, that was close. Whoa, okay, that's a life gone. Is that game over? Oh no, I'm back. Oh, wow, okay, this suddenly got more difficult. Whoa, yeah, there goes another life, and that's game over. Wow, okay, well, that made it difficult. Presumably, if I continue again, yeah, it's just putting me right back at the beginning. So you've got to get through all the stages to actually be able to continue somewhat. So I'm going to leave it at that point, because I've played for about 8 minutes or something like that. Yeah, interesting, certainly interesting. Not something I think I'd necessarily go back to, but an unusual style of gameplay. In fact, you know what? Let's just have another quick go at it until my timer runs out, instead of just talking about it. Let's see if I can do any better. I'm not going to get to the point I did before my time thing runs out. Again, if you've never watched this... Oh, that was terrible. If you've never watched this series before and you wonder what I'm talking about when I say time, I usually play the games for about 10 minutes or 1 credit. But sometimes if the credit ends really quickly like it did this time, I'll play for a bit longer. I haven't really worked out a strategy for this one yet, but it's certainly... there's a lot to think about. Don't know what the potions give you really. Oh, and there goes another life. This is going to be even worse than the previous goes. Oh, no, and there goes another one. Oh, this has been terrible. I think it's time to just call it a day with this game and move on to the next one. Yeah, and that was awful. Okay, so you get the idea anyway. Interesting idea. Yeah, maybe I'll go back and have another look at that at some point, but it wasn't amazing, but it was certainly interesting. So let's move on and see what game comes out next. It's that time again where I say thank you to all my channel members, whose names you can see here in my Supporters Hall of Fame. If you're enjoying this video and would like to join these fine folks and support my efforts, why not become a member yourself? For a monthly fee starting from just 99p, you can get access to the special membership perks shown on screen, and more besides. If you're interested, then please click on the join button below this video for more information. Once again, I'm spinning the wheel, and what will the wheel reveal? The wheel will reveal that I'm going to play Champion Wrestler next. This, I think, is an arcade game. Arcade conversion, I should say. Yeah, so it's got a Taito logo there, Taito Corporation 1990, another 1990 game. I'm pretty sure this is an arcade conversion. So it's gone into a overview of the wrestlers. Obviously this is going to be a wrestling game. There's M. Rastan, named after Rastan, presumably the character from the Taito arcade game. Let's get started, shall we? So we've got the options of 1 player versus computer, 1 player versus 2 player, which I can't do. You can play up to 4 players then, it's got multi-tap support, but you can't play 1 player tag team by operating both wrestlers by the looks of it. So I've just got to go with the 1 player versus computer. And I'm going to go with M. Rastan, simply because he looks a lot like my favourite wrestler from the early 90s, the Ultimate Warrior. He's got the face paint and everything, so let's go with him. Okay, so I'm going to be up against N. Punks, who's got a punky look. Go on then, get started. Okay, ooh, these graphics don't look great. Ooh, very minimal animation. So I've got button 2 kicks, and also did some kind of knee jump there, and button 1 is punching. So I've been punching and kicking and no power's gone. And there's this power bar, which I think is my opponent's one, the one on the right. Oh well, I've just suplexed him somehow, but I don't know how I did that. That keeps fluctuating, but my power bar doesn't seem to do anything unless I have to hold the button down. So yeah, basically, you know, the idea of the game, it's to move around the ring and pummel your opponent and pin him. Thus far, the controls are quite clunky. I've gone into the ropes now. What is going on? I'm just running backwards and forwards. Yeah. And the other guy's just standing there watching. Okay. Okay, so I could do a drop kick, but he wasn't going to come and engage me there, was he? I've just got body slammed. Yeah, the referee's getting in the way. The graphics are quite poor in this for a 1990 game. When you think some of the WWF games are coming out around this time. WWF Superstars, I think, was out in 89. That was an arcade game, and then WrestleFest came out in 91. But they had really good graphics. Obviously, you're not going to get any official likenesses of real wrestlers, but they're obviously meant to look like them. But the graphics are quite small, the sprites are quite small, the animation is very poor, and I just don't know what's going on. I've barely even done anything to the guy yet. I keep sort of starting to get him into a body slam, but then he can't actually deliver it, and they just keep throwing moves and moving out the way of each other. Oh, got pile drive. I've not done any damage to this guy at all. And you're kicking him, it doesn't do any damage. Okay, there's a body slam, that did some damage. So I wonder if you have to do a sequence of moves, so you get a couple of kicks and then you do a slam and you actually do some damage. But let's see if I can get a drop kick on him. No, he's moved out of the way again. There we go, I got him there. But they're just kind of throwing each other around, or throwing themselves around actually, and not doing any kind of damage half the time. Look, he did another jump there. Not being... yeah, another pile driver. I mean, he's gradually wearing my health down. I'm doing nothing to him, pretty much. Well, that did him some damage. Did it, though? It's another pile driver. Oh, it's really not good. I'm getting destroyed here. You go up in the corner, in the turnbuckle in the corner? Oh, you can. Oh, well, that did some... I did something. I don't know. It didn't really do a lot of damage again. Again, what is this about? Just like running backwards and forwards while the timer goes down and the opponent's doing nothing. It's really poor. I actually prefer Monster Pro Wrestling that I played in this series a couple of episodes ago. That was more fun than this, and I didn't know what was going on in that. It was more of like a turn-based card game, but it's still more fun than this. Obviously wrestling huge in the early 90s, and the late 90s for that matter. So not surprising there's a ton of wrestling games, and there is a ton of them because they really love wrestling in Japan as well. I'm probably going to get pinned here, aren't I? I'm yeah, I'm tapping away, but I couldn't kick out. I don't know what I was supposed to do there. That was really bad. Yeah, I'm not playing that again. Let's move on to the next game. That was really terrible. So yeah, let's spin the wheel again and see what comes last. Now, to be fair about that last game, I should probably say that if I played it a few times, I'd probably get to grips with the controls more, and it might get a little bit better in terms of playability, but the graphics and sound were really quite poor for a 1990 game there. So let's move on. The wheel is spinning for the final time this episode, and the final game I'm going to be playing is Darkwing Duck. This has got to be a US only release, I suspect. Okay, as I say, Toto, Radiance, bunch of people involved in the development of this one. That's a nice logo. It's a Disney thing, is it? Okay, didn't know that. 1992 Disney game. So we've got a choice of easy or normal level. Nice title screen with the character there, who I presume is some relative of Donald Duck, now that I know that this is a Disney thing. It's from Turbo Technologies Incorporated. As I said, this has got to be a US only release. I can't imagine this came out in Japan. So let's get started. Okay, so we've got some introductory stuff going on. Our worst fears seem to have become a reality. Steelbeak has united the most powerful criminals in St. Canard and is threatening to take over the city. Word on the street says they're working together on an ultimate crime weapon. All we've uncovered is criminals looking at stolen paintings. They don't know what it's got to do with the crime weapon, but we've got to find out. Okay. Oh, I could have skipped that quicker by the looks of it by pressing a button. So what's going on here? I'm looking at a photograph. Okay. Oh, okay. So we've got like Moriarty is looking at the title screen, sorry, the computer screen. Armed and dangerous, controls a fleet of giant pillbugs and known to carry a bazooka. Okay. Tries left 3. Okay, so unsurprisingly, it's a platformer. Oof, something got thrown at me there. Okay, I've got a gun. I'm just getting killed. I'm dead. What on earth happened there? So I've got a limited amount of weapons. Can I jump on things? No, I can't. That cost me health as well. Oh, I can jump on things, but only... Right, oh wow, I'm dead again. Wow, okay, right, so if you jump on the right place on things, you can... What on earth? Wow, I'm already dead. That didn't last long. I better have another go at that. That was hard. So you've got a gun. You can also jump. Can I skip that? Must be a way to skip that quicker. There we go. Yeah. Well, let's try the same guy again, I suppose. At least I know what to expect. Okay, so I've got coins to collect. I've got a gun. I mean, look at that. How am I supposed to get rid of that thing? It's just jumping around all over the place, just draining my health. I'm dead again. Oh. Oh, I got it, but just by luck rather than any kind of judgment, really. There's just things attacking you straight away and all your health goes and you lose a life. I've got nowhere. This is supposed to be a game that's probably aimed at kids. So I shot that guy and he's wandered off, but not very far, and he's come back and he's shooting me again. How many times you got to hit this guy? No, dead again. Wow. This is really hard. Okay, so there's a couple of things I can do about that. One thing is switch it to easy mode. Skip all this stuff again. Let's try a different enemy. Let's try this guy. Okay, so Tuscanini. I mean, the presentation's pretty nice on it. Nice graphics. Sounds pretty good. There's reasonable music in the background that fits the game. Deranged thespian known to travel with equally bad penguins. Okay. Okay, so I'm on a street. Here I am. Don't have the gun this time. Maybe that's the difference between easy and medium. I don't know. But, well, I've already got further than I did in the other game. There's a D there to collect, but I can't actually reach it. Okay. Oh, now the street's sloping upwards. There's some ramps coming down the screen. So I assume something's going to come down after and get me in a minute. Collecting jigsaw pieces. Okay, so these are the penguins, I guess. Jumps over them. Well, I've lasted longer than I did in the first couple of attempts, at least. No, again, that's just crashed into me. I had no chance of avoiding that. So lots of things to pick up. I mean, this does. Oh, that was the enemy coming down the hill at me, and there goes another bit of health. Although I've got hit a few times, but my health doesn't seem to have gone down much yet. So I think playing it on easy mode is definitely the way forward. I mean, not that I think I'm going to play it again anyway, but I mean, yeah, animation's nice. It's got the look of a Disney game. That diagonal bit was a bit weird. Oh, I've got the gun now. I didn't realise that. He's gone down that hole. Am I supposed to go down that hole now? Probably. Yeah. Okay, so I'm in the sewers. Again, nicely drawn backgrounds. Yeah, really nicely actually. There's nice water effects there. I'm assuming that water will get me if I'm still there when it comes down. So, oh, and the gun's gone again. Oh yeah, as expected, that does me damage. Oh, it suddenly got. Well, I mean, I say it suddenly got difficult, but it's not actually doing me any damage. Very little damage compared to the normal level. You cannot kill this thing. Just keep jumping. Oh no, I don't want to be there. Can I get that? No. No, I can't get that. Well, it's certainly a lot easier on easy mode, but I mean the difficulty on that normal mode was crazy. Okay, I've got bombs. Does that mean I've got weapons again now? Yeah, so I picked up a bomb and now I can fire bullets again. I mean, how many times you got to shoot that thing? It's like 4 times. It just doesn't kill it. So he can walk through the water fine, but I can't. That's pretty standard. You cannot jump on this enemy. When you jump on him, he just does you damage. I'm just going to dash to the end of the level and see if I can get anywhere. No, that's going to be death for me. That's actually just my first life, and I've still got 4 lives left as well. But yeah, I'm really not sure. Maybe you've got... No, let's pause. Run doesn't do anything. I'm wondering if you've got different abilities that you can use or something like that. But I think you've just got to jump over those enemies. Forgot about the water that time. It's not a very fun game when you can't actually kill enemies. That's very early 8-bit, you know, everything does you damage kind of thing and you can't retaliate. I can't believe you can't shoot these things. So when you hit him, he turns around and runs off, but then he immediately runs against the wall and comes back against you and you can't kill him. So, oh, I keep forgetting about the water. I don't know why you can't get those things either. Oh, is that how you do it? See, surely I should have caught that then. Nope, you can't get it. This is a weird game. What about that? Surely I should be able to catch that. Who knows? Okay, well I got through that bit. Yeah, so in easy mode, it's... Oh, okay, here's the boss now then. In easy mode, it's probably too easy. Okay, so I just realised those coins are picking up where... Okay, I've completed that somehow. I shot the guy and completed the mission without even seeing him on the screen. Yeah. Not the greatest game, it has to be said. Looks great. Sounds nice. Oh, what have I got to do now? Some kind of... What is this? Okay, so you've got to move things around to... I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, you've got to move things around to draw the... recreate the scene in the background or something? I have no idea. Oh yes, I'm swapping pieces over, I think, but what am I supposed to be drawing? Weird game. I mean, I haven't got all... Obviously there's these two guys, these two characters are trying to recreate a picture or something. You can pick up these pieces and rearrange them. I think I've got most of it right at the bottom there. My 10 minutes has just expired, and to be honest, I've had enough of the game because I've got no idea what's going on. But you haven't even got enough pieces to complete the picture. So what are you supposed to do? Just maybe just... Oh, okay. You could have just skipped past that, it seems. Well, let's have a quick look for a couple of minutes because I didn't play that wrestling game for long. Let's see if this level's any easier on the easy mode. Well, it will be, because on the easy mode you literally can just walk through it for the most part. So firstly, there's several enemies that aren't even... Whoa! Aren't even there. Oh, we've got some moving platforms on this. So I mean, it's got the makings of an okay platformer by the looks of it. It certainly looks the part for a early 90s Disney inspired platformer. But the controls are a bit twitchy, and not being able to actually get rid of most of the enemies is a bit of a problem. Yeah, clearly you're supposed to go up the top there, but whatever. Yeah, so that was a lost life, was it? Yeah. How were you supposed to know that? Yeah, I've seen enough. I think this looks like a nice game. It doesn't play like a nice game though. It plays like crap, pretty much. And certainly on the normal game mode it was almost impossible. See this, so he's disappeared after one shot there, and the other guys took ages to get rid of in the previous level. So yeah, I've pretty much had enough. I don't see any need to play that again, and the only one of the three that I would consider playing again was the weird Hany on the road, which had some interesting concepts and was quite difficult, but seemed like it was worth a play. The wrestling game, absolutely awful. So yeah, and this one looks good, but the controls are a bit twitchy, and you seem to just get hit by everything without much chance to get rid of them. So two not very good games, and one that's possibly worth another look in the future. If you've got any thoughts about these games, then let me know in the video comments. If you enjoyed the video, then give it a like. And if you'd like to support the channel, then there's always the possibility, if you wish to, of pressing the join button and seeing the perks you can get by joining the channel and supporting by giving me a couple of quid a month or whatever, if you wanted to. But as always, all support is appreciated, whether you want to pay some money to or not. Thanks very much for watching this video, and I'll see you in another video pretty soon. And until the next time, see ya.